Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I welcome each and every person to mock speech evaluation context. So, what is the mission of Toastmaster? We at Toastmaster provide supportive and positive environment to the all the members and help him or her to increase their self-confidence and self-growth. There are some rules which we have to follow. First one, I request all of you to keep your phone in a silent mode so that it will not disturb you. Second one, I will request everyone to will not talk about sex, religion, and politics. And third one, I request online members to keep themselves in muted position unless and until they call upon. So keep these rules in mind and you will learn something from this meeting. Now it's time to call our master of ceremony and presiding officer. So, who is our master of ceremony and presiding officer? By education, he is an electronics engineer. By profession, he is in family business of jewelry, and by passion, he is a photographer and astronomer. He served as a SSA secretary, VP education, and etc. And now he is our presiding officer and master of ceremony. So please help me to welcome our master of ceremony, Toastmaster Vikrant, with the big round of applause. Over to you.
Thank you very much. What is season and what season bring? What? Contest season. I'm not telling what contest. I'm telling what season bring what is changes, experience, hotness, coldness, and shower.
What kind of season?
Any kind of in business or in with atmosphere and in the market season.
New experience.
So what season brings actually?
New experience.
New experience,
Happiness.
happiness, some excitement. When we have also in Toastmaster season, which kind of thing? We all learn entire year public speaking, leadership, and now it's time can content. What is in content? So we learn public speaking. So we need two public speaking content. And in leadership, I will tell you what kind of role you evaluate in contest, and you perform like a leader. Good afternoon, my dear fellow Toastmaster. Earlier in Toastmaster, this entire we have two contests in March and in September. But from this time, a message came from district level that only now onwards only one time we have a contest. The hierarchy of contest is club level, club 2, area level, area 2, division level, division 2 district, and then semi-finals and world championship. So we will have a world championship in March or April. Okay. Okay, so what is the benefit to take part in contest? Is it as a contestant or you take some roles? And we have some time role, direct control, judges, two master. If you are not a contestant, it's okay. So you are taking role. Why? But how it helps? So it's not your
it helps you to grow in terms of your communication and leadership skills.
and only that
You can express yourself in terms of roles in the distance. You also got to know about it, how the contest will go, how can I perform better next, also participate in next contest.
can anyone online Sravani or Ruchi or Yasmin, what is the benefit of you take
Yeah,
part in the contestant or you take some role?
I'll something came up in my mind. I'll share. It's like seeing a wedding is one thing, and having your own wedding is a completely different thing. So it's like that. When you are in a contest, it's your wedding.
Yasmin, how are you feeling as a contestant?
I believe that either taking a part or being a contestant, it helps us to understand how internationally things work, and it also helps us to learn from different as how is the culture at a different club. So at various levels, get to know different people and different cultures of the club as well.
Yeah, when you go as a contestant next level, so your confidence boost. Oh, I am a contestant. You have a J1, J2, J3. You will have some higher level contestant. And if you do better than top 1, 2, you will go to district level. Oh, many division, 6 or 5 to 6 division. I think. So out of 12, I mean, GDP. So it will help you that you identify yourself that I am an American speaker. And as a role player, we have a different kind of role, 2 timer, 2 sergeant at arm, 2 ballot counter, 2 zoom master. Why 2? Not only one timer, it is not okay. Having 2, but suppose if I give you one scenario, if the speaker speak up to 7 minutes 31 seconds, one timer not timer 1, what will happen? And timer 2 will not 7.29. And it goes to the judge pictures. What he will do? Those must yes. It is qualified. If he qualified.
For example, if a person is if the first timer is taking 7 minutes 29. He has noted 7
Timer 1 not 7.31 and timer 2 not 7.29. So will he qualify?
he will be disqualified.
Timer 1 is considered as primary. Okay. 1 minute is also not allowed for contest.
1 second.
1 second. 1 sorry, 1 second. So that's why any online contest, your timer will be work as a back. He will not show the timer card, so he is ready to suppose to show because if timer 1 will network error will it disconnect the timer 2 with this simultaneously connect. There will be no noise. Where is timer 1? It should not tell something. In area level, we is very strict. Same way, ballot counter. What is the duty of ballot counter? Any idea? Those one what?
Who counts the ballot?
Huh?
The one who counts the ballot. That's what I know.
What is ballot? What is inside the ballot?
The vote.
Marks.
Marks.
Subham have. Itsa have. Why there is a 2 ballot count? What he does?
I think the ballot counter has the judging criteria when he judge. I mean, whoever judges the speech, that speech has to be given to the ballot counter. I think that is something has to be done.
So he collect and with help of his judge, he what the marks the speaker one, speaker two, he also compare. But it is what chief judge is also doing, right? Because we don't want any bias from chief judge or judge. Also, he is just like a monitor. So you are today blood counter, so you have to come to me also. Then I'm doing right now. I'm not doing bias to anybody. So that is also duty of ballot counter. Okay, and what is the duty of Zoom master? Also, I have two Zoom master. What Zoom master do? Toastmaster hers or
and breakout rooms and share screens and make post or whatever related to
spotlight to understand, and one important is this is all common.
assigning breakout rooms.
That is also
Sharing certificates.
no sharing certificate. It goes to courtesy.
He will also keep eye on contested during the breakout room.
During the breakout room, further exam, second will go into the breakout room. The most important task is you have done many times.
I do not want to say it now.
Yeah, so you will tell in your
Yes.
okay. Okay, so
He's
what
telling
is
us
that?
charts.
Now coming to this higher level contest chair. What contest chair do? Contest chair of ISP and contest chair of speech evaluation. For table topic. Now table topic will be not included. So what is the duty of contest chair?
One who hosts the meeting.
What's the contest? What the contest? Okay, so what he does one day before, he briefed with contestant. He gives the form in okay. So you write the name, your address, or everything, club name, okay, and speech character, and you don't share with anyone, and you also make a draw with who will come first. So that is duty of contest chair. So Sangeeta, keep in mind that you are going to contest chair of speech evaluation next week. So you have to do briefing, draw, everything, okay? And for that I am ready to help next week. Now coming to the my experience. As a up to the contest chair, up to the division level. And I push by someone from club to division level that I would like to appreciate Postmaster Jay's Potter. That during when he was the president, when he was the Indian director, and when he was a vice duty membership, he pushed me every time. Vikrant, we need a time. Okay? We need a Zoom master. And right. First after KV Jani, Vikrant, we have a contestant in Pune. Would you like to be judged? So last 3 years I have done many roles. And when you take roles outside, to be grown up, as well you will have a lot of connection. And with the help of that connection, they will also come to your club as a judges or as a whenever you need. Because we have a hybrid meeting. So we need some role players. So if you help someone at your time, they will also come to you for your help. Am I right?
Yes.
So I have an experience as a contest here of table topic in last month up to the division. So this is what I am knowing and I also tell you. So my dear friend, don't lose this opportunity because now onward we have only once in a year conference. With this, it's time to have to invite contest chair of today's mock speech. Who is the contest chair? Our contest chair is someone who born and raised in Delhi and Oman. He is a computer engineer by education from Nirma. He is an entrepreneur or professional. He served many roles in the club, started now deputy membership, president. He is immediate past area director of the India Chamber. Please help me welcome those Master Jay, the contest chair for people.
I hope I'm audible and visible to the online audience. Please do give me a thumbs up on that. Yes. Fantastic. The journey of a 1,000 miles starts with a this is a single step. A single step for any Toastmaster is coming here under this platform and speaking, but refraining from the three topics, which are sex, religion, and
Politics.
So today, before I begin with the contest of speech, evaluation speech contest, I have few things to tell you. For the benefit of the guests, what is your name? Shubham. Can we have your guest introduction first? You're a Toastmaster. You're a Toastmaster. You're a Toastmaster. So you're from? Can you, because you don't know much about you. You're from Ahmedabad. Can you introduce yourself?
So I'm currently working as a senior research manager at Mumbai. So I do visit this HCTC Toastmasters every 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes.
So the remaining Saturday you're very busy.
I'm in Mumbai.
He's saying Mumbai, alright. Yes, can you give your introduction? Yes.
Okay, so I'm Diksha Ashne and I'm a software engineer and basically I'm from UP.
Basically, you are from YouTube. Fantastic. Please, you round of applause and we will welcome you. Yes, absolutely. So, what is a contest? So, before, as explained by Toastmaster Vikrant, we used to have 4 contests, right? In the first tenure, so for Toastmasters, the new year starts from 1st July. Fantastic. Financial year starts from
1st July.
Financial year starts from April. But for Toastmasters, everything starts from 1st July and it ends on 30th June. So everyone, whosoever is coming for the leadership roles or taking any district officer's role, they will start their tenure from 1st July. It might be bi-yearly or annually. For example, I was a district officer, so my role was from 1st July to 30th June, right? For 1 year. And it depends for clubs to clubs. For example, now Toastmaster Vikrant is the current president here. Then he's going to serve the club from 1st July to 31st December. And then from 1st January, we're going to have different president, or we're going to have elections and then we're going to decide. Right? So why contests? Let me tell you that. Over here, why do we have contests? Toastmaster Rajesh? Any place, why do we have contests?
Just to assess the skill, real time.
Okay. Assess in what sense?
Assess the quality of us.
Quality of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Then get real time experience, real time exposure. Once we get like accustomed to something, we get the real value of that. Real value of our knowledge quality.
real value of the knowledge and quality of our speech.
Yes, yes. When something is assessed, that
Why do we need these kind of assessments?
assessed by the proper people, proper authority, then we get proper
Authority
information.
based on this?
Yes, yes. Proper information, through that we can come to know about our self evaluation, but somebody else.
By somebody
Yes.
else. That's a very good explanation, but let me tell you why we have contests. We used to have 4 contests, but now we have boiled down to only 2. Let me tell you the 4 contests that we used to have. Number 1, during the months of September and October, we used to have humorous speech contest and evaluation speech contest. Right? And then in the month of Feb, March or April, we used to have international speech contest and table topics. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Am I Making sense? Yes. But now we have, revoked two contests, that is humorous speech contest and table topic. Why is that? That is the point for discussion by the district and the Toastmaster International. Now there are going to have only two contests, that is international speech contest and evaluation speech contest. Okay, is that fine? In international speech contests, you can speak on any topic. It can be humorous, it can be motivational, it can be presentational, anything. Okay? You can go from the club level to the international level as explained by the president. You start from the club, you go to the area, then from the area you go to the division, and then from the division you go to the semi-finals of the district, then you go to the district, and then again to the semi-final region, and then the main international speech contest which is going to be held at USA, the headquarters of Toastmasters International. Okay? In evaluation speech contest, you only go to the district level. You don't go to any region. Am I making sense? The online members? Yes. Please keep your videos on so that we see. I cannot see you, but at least the audience can have a look at you and keep smiling, please. Thank you. So now moving ahead. So these are the contests. Understood? In one or two contests, there can be many role players. Like I am taking the role as a contest chair. So I'm going to be the host. Whatever I'm going to say, that person has to come here. I'm going to call the speakers and also direct the timers, the ballot counters, as well as ask the judge whether all the judges, chief judge rather, whether all the judges are there in the room or not. Okay, so chief judge for today is Toastmaster Vikrant, and the judges for today are S. Diksha and Toastmaster Shubham. Alright, they are going to evaluate you. This is just going to be a mock rehearsal for you. Right? Yes.
In real context, you won't know who is the judge. Okay? That is the responsibility of chief judge. I want to hire judge from anywhere, any other club, but it will be like a hidden. No one in online, they will keep their video off, and the naming would be J1, J2 like that. And if from other club, basically he just come and stand, and where the contest over, he.
Yeah, I was coming to that. So for today, it's a rehearsal. That is why you know who the judges are, right? In the real time, when you're gonna have the contest, over there you will not be knowing who the judges are. So any one of your friends might be a judge, but you will never know. Alright? So all these kind of ballots will be circulated to each and every one of you. So the speaker should not know who the judge is. Right? Please, am I making sense? Yes. Fantastic. Out here we have chief judge role, we have ballot counters role. So for today, Toastmaster table is the ballot counter. Okay. Once the contest ends, for example, I am going to conduct only the evaluation speech contest today. So when the contest ends, when all the speakers have spoken, the ballot counter, I will tell the ballot counter to please collect the ballots from the judges. So judges, for your reference, the ballot is not the whole thing, it is only this part. Okay, you have to give them marks and calculate the total here. So whosoever is coming first, second or third, write it down here. If the person is coming first, the first person is going to, the person who's coming on the first place gets 3 points. The person coming on the second place gets 2 points. And the person coming on the third place gets 1 point. Is it clear to all the contestants? Okay. So the ballot counter will collect the ballots. He, with the chief judge, will go to some other room to count it, to tally it. Okay? Once they go tally it, then they will decide who is the winner. Chief judge will tell me the first three names, that these three are the winners for the contest. The timer, who's going to be the timer today? Toastmaster Par. Toastmaster Par, one thing I would like to tell you, as this is just another briefing that I will be doing with, the contest chair does a briefing with the timer, contest chair does a briefing with the ballot counter, and contest chair with the chief judge does a briefing with the contestants as well. Okay? Briefing means it is not going to be done in the contest, it is going to be done well before the contest, 2 to 3 days well before the contest. Am I making sense? So now, today, we are going to do a pre-contest briefing for the evaluation contest. Before I start the briefing, because this briefing will be to all the contestants, please tell me who all are participating for the speech evaluation contest. Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Bharat, Toastmaster Yasmin, Toastmaster Ruchir, Toastmaster Shabni, are you going to participate?
Good evening to all of you. No, Joyce, right now I am not.
Okay, you are not participating.
Next time I'll.
No problem. This is a mock contest, so I just wanted to know whether you are participating. So we have 4 people participating today, right? So now I would like to call one by one over here onto the stage. And for the online contestants, I'm going to ask you. Let me shift it. So I'm going to ask you. You have to just pick one chit from that and let me know which number you will be speaking in, right? So there is going to be speaking order allotted to you. Is it fine? This is what we have to do in the briefing, in the contest. So now I am going to do the briefing for the contestants as well. So before I do the briefing, I would like to call Toastmaster Harsh first onto the stage so that we can do the speaking order. So these are your shapes. Please give them. So your speaking order is 4.
I will not able to wear anyone's, or today I will be able to wear.
You will not be able to
You
hear.
can watch the video.
Later. Yeah, you can even. Okay, now I would like to call a person from the online. So here you go, Toastmaster Ruchir. Can you please pick one chit? I have 3 chits. Which one would you like to go for?
From the right, second one. From my right, second one.
Middle?
Yeah,
Or
middle. Yeah, that
something
one. That
this one, right?
Yes.
This
Yes.
one, right? Okay, fantastic. So your number is?
Okay. Second.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to keep it here. Now we have this third person who's going to come here. That is Toastmaster Bharat. Please come here and please pick up a chip.
Always on that industry.
So he is first speaker. And yes, Toastmaster Yasmin, you are going to be the third speaker, right? Okay. So let me tell you the speaking order. Yeah. Thank you. The speaking order for today's speech evaluation is first speaker is going to be Toastmaster Bharat. Spelling is Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Ruchir. Ruchir. IR. Toastmaster Ruchi. Speaker number 3. Toastmaster Yasmin. YASMEEN. Am I right?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Yasmin. Number 4, speaker number 4 is Toastmaster Harsh. 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 Toastmaster Harsh. So this is how the contest chair is going to tell the audience and the judges right in front of everyone why he is going to speak. Alright, fantastic. So now we'll start with the briefing. So we are going to, who's going to evaluate whom? Right? In the evaluation speech contest, whom are you going to evaluate? If there is no speaker, there needs to be one speaker, na? Then only you can evaluate, right? So we're going to have a speaker and we're going to name him as test speaker. Alright? So now we have drawn the order for presentations. I have reminded the speaking order as well. When the test speaker, to all the participants, please make a note of it. When the test speaker has finished the speech, you will be taken by the usher to a soundproof room, okay, to a room where you can write notes about your evaluation for 5 minutes. After this time has elapsed, the usher will take your notes from you, except for the first speaker. What am I saying? Except for the first speaker, all the notes will be taken away from you. All the contestants. So Toastmaster Ruchir and Toastmaster Yasmin, you're very lucky that you're online. But please be truthful to yourself because it is going to benefit you only in return. So whenever 5 minutes are elapsed, please keep your notes away. Okay? Toastmaster Ruchir and Toastmaster Yasmin? Okay, fantastic. Can I trust both of you? Thank you. So you may use your notes. Okay. So you may use your notes during evaluation or not if you prefer. So for example, if you are coming onto the stage and you have memorized what the evaluation that you're going to present. But for example, if you think that no, I'm not that confident, you can take your notes with you. But according to me, as being in many contests so far, it is better that you don't take a paper or you don't take a chit with you. You just write down the notes that you have made for 5 minutes, memorize how you're going to speak in front of the audience, and then you can come and present. Okay? To all the participants? Alright.
So we are not using notes.
So you have to use notes by noting down the evaluation, not while it is preferred not to use note while you are speaking, according to me. Right? But you can. Yes. You have something?
5 minutes in the game.
I am full.
Yeah.
After the first evaluation, the next speaker will be called from the room by the sergeant at arms and will move to the front of the room during the 1 minute silence for judging of the previous speaker. What is this known as? Let me tell you. For example, Toastmaster Bharat, you're the first, as you're very lucky. So once you speak for 2 to 3 minutes, and then once your evaluation is done, I'm going to come back, you're going to give the stage back to me. Alright? And I'm going to announce, now we are going to observe 1 minute of silence. So in that 1 minute of silence, the timer is going to note the time for 1 minute, and once the 1 minute is over, he's going to show me the red card. Okay? Once I have seen the red card, I will tell the sergeant at arms. By then, sergeant at arms will call the second speaker, and then I will call the second speaker, and then we are going to go on. So this is the process that we are going to carry forward. Okay? Okay. When you are in front, when you guys, please all the participants, please make a note. When you are up the front, I will say your name to the audience to evaluate. Okay? I am going to say Toastmaster Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat, then you will start. So we don't have any speech right, right? Like you used to have it in international speech contest or any other contest. Your time will start. Listen to this very carefully. Toastmaster Yasmin and Toastmaster Ruchi, please listen to this carefully. Your time will start with the first verbal or non-verbal. Toastmaster Parth, you have to make a note of this as well. Your time will start with the first verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. Have you understood this?
Yes.
How?
Just silent and observing the audience.
No. For example, I give you the stage, and if you're using any prop in your evaluation, and if you touch that prop, that is also non-verbal communication that you do. One. Second thing, if you do any gesture, that is also non-verbal communication if you have not spoken yet. Okay? So any non-verbal communication or verbal communication, then only your time will begin. If you are standing here and keeping mum for 5 seconds also, still the timer will should not start the time. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay. Your time will start with the first verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. You have 2 to 3 minutes to present your evaluation. The timing lights will be activated as follows, or it will be shown as follows. Green card will be shown at 2 minutes. Green card, please come here because they cannot see you. अब इधर आ जाओ. So green card will be shown at 2 minutes. What we used to do in 2 minutes when we are in the club, we just keep it like this, and after 5-6 seconds when the speaker is saying, we keep it down. But in contest, this does not do. In contest, we raise the card and keep it holding till we are about to show the next card. For example, when at 2 minutes, when you have spoken for 2 minutes, will be shown the green card. Okay? Then when you finish speaking for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this will be down, and simultaneously this will be up. So for 30 seconds continuously, the timer 1 or timer 2 has to keep raising this card till you don't show the third card. And once the red card is shown, once you complete 3 minutes, and when 3 minutes are done, till you finish your evaluation or till you finish speaking, it is not about 30 seconds or so. Till you finish speaking, the red card will be up. So the audience should not know whether you have qualified or not. Understood? For example, I am speaking now. For 3 minutes, I have completed. I have completed speaking for 3 minutes. Red card is raised. And I'm about to finish it, but still some thoughts are coming into my mind. And I'm still speaking. 30 seconds are over. But the red card still should be raised. It should not come down after 30 seconds. It should be raised till I utter my last word. Is that understood? Please take care of this. The red
I have a
card
question.
then stay, huh? Yeah.
Let's say if let's say if some mistake happens because of the timer. Let's say he at 3 minutes 30 seconds he makes his hand down. So then, I mean, is there any solution to that, or is there anything to that, or some other criteria also? This is just one of the criteria I'm putting forward.
So I have never seen a criteria of this kind of this kind of scene in my contest so far, because we make primers practice in such a way that such kind of mistakes do not happen. Even if it happens, it is not a very big deal. Okay, but for the next time, the timer is told that you do not have to keep the red card down. So, for example, for Toastmaster Ruchi, he is speaking, and the timer has kept the red card down at 3 minutes 30 seconds. So what is going to happen? We all know that he's going to get disqualified. That's it. Nothing else is going to happen. The Toastmaster Ruchi, if the red card is kept down, he will be disqualified.
Just one question.
Yes.
You said I have to hand over to the contestant.
Contest chair, yeah.
Contest chair, okay. So will we count the timing?
No.
Will it be
No.
last word or will we just
Only your last.
only my last word about it?
And that's it. Okay, the red card will then stay until you have finished speaking. No other notice will be given to indicate that you have gone over time. You will be disqualified if your evaluation is less. Please make sure. You will be disqualified if your evaluation is less than 1 minute and 30 seconds or more than 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? So, judges, for example, Toastmaster Ruchir is speaking. Let us take his example. He has finished speaking for more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. And for the judges, timing is not a matter of concern. For judges, it is only the ballot paper, and based on that, your content, your delivery, and all these things, he or she is going to evaluate. For them, according to their ballot, Toastmaster Ruchir would be first. But once the chief judge is notified by the timer that Toastmaster Ruchir was disqualified due to time, then the second person will be named first. Okay? Okay, fantastic. Yeah.
Any question?
I got the question. Yeah, please.
3 minutes and 30 seconds is after a grace period of 30 seconds.
No.
So at 2 minutes, you'll be shown the green card. 2 minutes 30 seconds, you'll be shown the yellow card. 3 minutes, you'll be shown the red card, and then 30 seconds for grace. Fantastic. So 2 to 3 minutes you have the times to speak, but 30 seconds on after 3 minutes and 30 seconds before 2 minutes you have grace period to qualify. Okay.
1.45 is also qualified, but 1.28 is disqualified.
Yeah. If you speak for 1 minute and 29 seconds also you are disqualified. Okay. Once you have finished, please remain to accept your applause. Then I will enter the stage to shake your hand and thank you. Okay? You may then take your seat. We will then have 1 minute of silence for the judges to record their scores. Okay. If you have reason to do so, you may lodge a protest. For the participants, this is very, very important. If you have any reason to lodge any complaint or a protest against any other contestant, for example, I am speaking and I am quoting someone else's, you cannot quote that, but for example, I am quoting some Google research or something which is 25% which the other evaluator has used. 25% of the content, if you are using in your evaluation that the other evaluator has used, the person who's speaking can also lodge a complaint or protest against you. Right? But this has to be told to the contest chair and to the chief judge. Okay? Fantastic. I've never seen a protest. Only one protest that I saw was something else, but I cannot explain it right now because it's going to take a lot of time. Only contestants and judges may file a protest. So contestants can file a protest, or the judges can also file a protest against any contest. Okay? Am I making sense to the online members? Please give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
Can there be a protest if someone is speaking on politics, religion, or sex?
Yes, there will be.
Okay.
Yes. So we do not speak on these 3 topics: politics, sex, and religion. Okay. All protests must be made to either the chief judge or to myself, the contest chair. Once the winners have been declared, all decisions are final. Once the winners are declared, all decisions are final. Protest will not then be considered. So please make sure if you want to lodge a protest, do it before the winners are announced. No recording of speeches, of picture taking or picture taking is permitted without permission of the contest chair and the contest. Okay? Do you have any questions? Please do let me know.
I mean, how a contestant can protest and what are the conditions, how we can protest?
For example, if you have used few things in your evaluation, ज्यादातर आपने पॉजिटिव अच्छे बोले किसी कंटेस्टेंट के बारे में और वही चीज वैसे तो आप दूसरे कंटेस्टेंट को हम भारी रखते हैं लेकिन कभी कभार क्या होता है कि दीवारों के भी काम हो जाते हैं तो अगर आपको कहीं और से कुछ सुनाई दिया इफ यू आर एबल टू हियर इट then and you're using his part of the speech in your speech, then he might lodge a protest against you. That ये तो मैंने बोला. I used this in my speech. Why this person this speech? See that? It's very rare that I've seen any protest and evaluations. Yes.
You also mentioned about the two device login.
Yes, so that is an online platform. Now we are going to go totally physical offline platform. So now we are not going to have any two devices. In online, if there is any contestant taking part, so we avoid him or her to join by two devices. Okay? Do you have any questions? Toastmaster okay, Toastmaster husband, Toastmaster Shortney, Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Bharat, anyone from the audience? Do you have any questions? Okay, then I wish you all the very best for the contest. So now this is a briefing about the for the contest. Now we're going to start with the contest. So this is the contest day. Now we are going to begin. Is everyone pumped up? Because if I see lousy faces, then I wish that you please get selected for the contest. Okay, welcome all Toastmasters and guests to the mock evaluation speech contest. The winner today will progress to represent the area in area G1, which will be held at the so-and-so place. Whenever they are going to have the area contest, they are going to tell the area, the location as well. Yes.
This is the mock-up and
I know.
they assume that you will go to direct area.
Fine. The purpose of today's contest is, so now imagine yourself that you are in the contest itself. Okay? And that is how I'm going to brief everyone. I'm the contestant in the contest and I'm going to brief you. Okay? Alright. The purpose for today's contest is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as encouragement to all. Number two, to provide an opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. किसी को कुछ समझ में आ रहा है? इसको नहीं आ रहा है सच्ची बताओ. इसको समझ में आया आ बताओ.
We got the first one.
First one. Has anyone understood? No. So what is the purpose for this contest, today's contest? Why do we have contest? That is the first question I asked you. The first question that I asked you is written here. The purpose for today's contest is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as encouragement to all. To provide an opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speakers. For example, if a person is not that proficient in English, fluent in English, Toastmaster Harsh is very good in English. So we can observe him. So this is the best plan. who have benefited from Toastmasters training. Okay, so contestants, our chief judge for today is Toastmaster Vikrant. What did I say? So you have to raise your hand. So this is how you have to raise your hand and then sit down. So we do not mention the judges. Okay. So the chief judge, I'm going to ask the chief judge. So Toastmaster Vikrant, the chief judge for today, are all the judges and the district officials present in the room?
Yes.
We have 4 contestants competing today. The contestants have drawn the speaking order, and for your records, the order is as follows. So I'm going to repeat the order now. Okay? I'm not going to waste our time as we have already done it. Eligibility for any contestant to come here. To be eligible to be a contestant must be a Toastmaster in good standing in a club in good standing, not be a current district or international officer, nor have declared the intent to run for district or international office. So these things are not for your consent. So now the test, speech, and evaluation we are going to come. Today we will listen to a test speech of 5 to 7 minutes duration. Contestants may take notes during the test speech using their own handwriting materials. Contestants, सर आप ऐसे दिख रहे हैं कि आप बिल्कुल भी यहाँ पे मौजूद ही नहीं है, आप थोड़ा Okay, fantastic. So today we will listen to a test speech of 5 to 7 minutes duration. Contestants may make notes during the test speech using their own written materials. At the conclusion of the test speech, contestants will be taken to a separate room where they have exactly 5 minutes to prepare their evaluation. So now here, coming back to a mock contest. Now you will be given, once his speech is over, when the test speaker has finished his speaking, I am going to say now we are going to have 5 minutes for the contestants to prepare themselves. Okay, for this platform only. But in the real world, when we are going to have the real contest, you will be taken to a different room altogether. Okay, wherein you will be getting 5 minutes. You have to write down the positive points, negative points, recommendation, whatever your evaluation, and then you have to submit it to the sergeant at arms. Okay, all right. I can hear only one okay from Diksha. What about others? Okay. Contestants will hand their notes to the contest sergeant at arms for safekeeping at the end of this time. All except the first speaker will remain in the room until called upon. Contestants will be handed back their notes immediately before the speech evaluation is done. The evaluation speech timing is for 2 to 3 minutes. Contestants will be disqualified if they speak less than 1 minute 30 seconds or more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. Timing begins with the first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. Green light at 2 minutes, yellow light at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes and remains on until speech is concluded. There will be no signal given for going over time. Judges are instructed not to consider time in their ranking of the speakers. After the contestant has finished, there will be a 1 minute silence between speakers for judges to complete their scores. Protest में ये हो गया, ठीक है ना? Okay, so now for today's test speaker, for today's contest, we have our test speaker and his name is Toastmaster Harish. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Harish. Okay, so now we are going to begin. I hope all the contestants on the online platform are ready. All right. Toastmaster Harsh, can you please come here for a second time? I hope you might be having a paper and a pen. And once you have, once this test speaker has finished the speech, you need to show it like this. Okay? Timer, once the speech is done, I will ask you for 5 minutes time. And once 5 minutes are over, everyone has to stop writing. So you both will be, I will, after 5 minutes, you can write it down here only. But after 5 minutes, you will both will be shifted to another room that is known as a breakout. Okay. So let us welcome the guest speaker for today, and his name is Toastmaster Ajish. Toastmaster Ajish. Limiting ourselves in comfort zones. Limiting ourselves in comfort zones. Toastmaster.
Thank you. Good evening, dear all. Our environment has direct relationship with our thoughts. Our thoughts converted into actions, our actions converted into habits. Ultimately, our habits decides our success or failure. Hence, our destiny is controlled by decisions, not conditions. So we can change our destiny by providing good decisions. That's a proven fact. But the problem with human being is we are affected by various conditioning. So we limit ourselves in various comfort zones. So that is a major block for the human beings that hinders our success. And I will provide one wonderful insight for the same. Some mosquitoes were put in a box. The box was covered from the top. So mosquitoes has no chance to come out of it because it was covered from the top. So mosquitoes tried very hard to come out of the box. They jumped a lot to come out of it. Every time they jump, they hit on the top of the box. So they tried many times. Every time they hit on the top of the box. What happened? They were harming themselves by jumping a lot. So now they decided not to jump to the top of the box. They just tried to jump just under the cover of the box to avoid harming themselves. So they keep on doing the same. They just jump just under the cover of the box. Wonder what happened? The cover of the box was open. The physical limit was not there. But mosquitoes conditioned to limit their potential. They again started jumping till under the cover of the box. So they have no chance to escape. They limited their potential. The same thing happened to many of us. We limit our potential, we limit our skills due to past failures, bad experiences. We call it stimulus. Bad stimulus, negative stimulus, due to which we limit our potential, we limit our ability. I can say my example, my personal experience. I am the first graduate from my village. Obviously, everybody was negative. They were not interested in studies. Everybody was very much infamous about drinking habits. Coconut water. We give a name coconut water. It's liquor actually. Very famous. So we call them snakes. We call drinking addicted people as snakes because they walk like a snake would. They lost their balance. So I was surrounded with a lot of snakes. So I had no choice of studies. But I made up my mind. I avoided all of them. I only keep good company, very few, but I keep a good company. That changed my attitude. I got energy and attitude to study. So I didn't uh, make any comfort zone. I want to gain knowledge. I want to study further. That was my spirit. That helped me a lot. So now, what is the question? What are the things or what are the stimulus which blocks us from our success? First of all, seeking external validation. We have the wrong habit of seeking external validation. That's one of the major hindrances that blocks us from success. Then we personalize bad experience. Something happened, we may feel that it is due to our bad attitude or our negative skill, that's it. Then the major thing is humiliation in the childhood or adulthood. That is a major, that creates a major impact in our life. So we conditioned to that. So these are the major reasons behind limiting ourselves in comfort zone. So how to overcome this negative stimulus or negative experience or conditioning? Psychology has a strong technique for that. It's called auto-suggestions. Auto-suggestion. It is a positive statement made in the present tense. Made in the present tense to train our subconscious mind so that we can overcome all the mental clutters or the things that kills our mind. It's called auto-suggestion. It is very simple. Daily basis, give 10 minutes to yourself and say loudly to yourself, I am good, I am amazing, I am special, I am so confident. Just love yourself for 10 minutes at least daily. Say loudly to yourself, I am amazing, I am special, I love myself. This way you can overcome all the mental clutters and you can become super confident. This is a proven technique. I gained many benefits due to this, due to auto suggestion. That's changed my life actually, this auto suggestion. So it's my kind request to all of you, please try auto suggestion daily basis till your last breath of life. That will give huge benefit for you in your personal life and professional life. To conclude, I would say your future depends on how you think and how you keep on upgrading your thinking patterns. And what others say about you is the reflection of themselves, not about you. They say about themselves. It's their reflection they say to you. Just to remember that. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Now, I would request all the contestants to please show me your hand. Both your hands up, please. Both your hands. First one to the yes. Please show me your papers. You may switch off your virtual background. And everyone, please stop writing. Kindly remove your virtual background so that yes. Okay. So now one piece of advice to all the contestants. See, this being a mock contest, I have allowed it. But in the real-time contest, we are not going to have such kind of evaluation while the speaker is speaking. Okay? Whenever the speaker is speaking, you are not going to be given any paper or a pen. You cannot, you have to remember what that person has said. Okay? And in that 5 minutes that you are going to be given, you have to write down those evaluation points that you have to write. Okay? Am I making sense? Alright, fantastic. कभी कभार बम थोड़ा लेट फूटना चाहिए. Okay. So now you are going to have 5 minutes. Timer, please start the time for 5 minutes. You may make your notes, and after 5 minutes, you need to keep your hand on top. Both your hands are up. That's what it is. Okay, I would request everyone to please kindly stop writing. Toastmaster Ruchir and Toastmaster Yasmin, please put your hand on top. Yes, fabulous. Thank you so much. Please don't keep the pen and the paper next to you. Keep it a bit side, your side. Yes, absolutely great. So now I would request the first speaker to please stay here, and everyone except the first speaker to please move out of the room with Toastmasters cable. Only Toastmaster Harsh, you please.
We create the breakout.
So now I'm gonna open the breakout room. Okay,
Okay.
just a second. Okay. Okay, so you both are in the breakout room. Where is Toastmaster Yasmin?
Not here, yeah.
That will not join. Okay. He will join. This is login. Right.
Let's go back. Toastmaster Yasmin, you didn't join the breakout room.
I would be prompted, right, to join.
Okay, just let me
Yeah.
kindly join it now. Keval has joined. Yasmin has joined. Okay, just let me have a look. Week is okay. So both of you, Toastmaster Keval, you're the chief sir. Make sure that both the contestants are not writing, right? दोनों को हाथ आपको जैसे कराने हो वैसे करा लीजिए. ठीक है? Okay, I am going to the main room now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back. Leave. So has everyone understood this?
Yes.
So we have a new and a very old Toastmaster and the current PC executive member, Toastmaster Keshav. Welcome. Good after a long time.
Yeah.
And we can see your mustache out here. So this is not what we do when a contest chair is presenting. We don't help anyone and congratulate anyone who will come these days. It's being an informal platform. And also the test speaker is not to be means not to be told, oh wow, that's a great speech and all these things. Okay. He has come and he has gone. And in that 5 minutes, where all the contestants will go to a room, that time I'm going to face you. Okay? Alright. So now I would like to call the first speaker on the platform. And we have the first speaker, those it's your way. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat, speaker 1.
Well, you all can see the physical disability. It can be cured or it can't be cured. But mental disabilities, psychological disabilities can surely be cured by such a wonderful speech we hear. I would really applaud for such a good content and a great message the speaker has given us. I was evaluating his speech, the points which I found very good. Number one, that he started with a chronology. Thoughts, process, everything, and how it affects our decision, how it affects our lives. Either we are successful or we are unsuccessful. It depends on the methodology. He explained very smoothly. He gave the example of mosquitoes to clearly put the point, limiting yourselves in a comfort zone. The mosquitoes were in a comfort zone when they tried and they failed. When they tried and they failed. He was trying to put a message, a very strong message on it. He started, he used humor in such a manner, not expecting, the audience was not expecting the humor in such a topic where it was such a serious topic, where it was explaining a point of psychology. How can you put the humor? But he put it in such a way you are not able to notice that the punch is coming. I would like to applaud him for that. His beautiful lines which he used, controlled by decisions, by conditions. He used the word like auto suggestions, stimulus. He said add something good to the speech. I would like to add few things that he could have done it better. The speech was very good. He was not using the stage. As he was on the same stage, his body language was very limited. So if you can work on that, if you can work on the body language. The second most important point which I thought, as he was using the example of mosquitoes, he could use the word jump louder like this. Mosquito could jump. It could have put an impact on the audiences. In the last, he concluded with the auto suggestions. He clearly said, loudly say to yourself, but he was not loud enough for that. He could have said, I can do it, or I am very good at that, I am special. A suggestion, auto suggestion can improve yourself. So he could have tried and put a louder note on that one. It would have created a great impact on the audience. Audience would have interacted more in this case. At last, the overall speech. If I have to give a marks on the speech he has given, I would get 80% on the content part. It was such a huge content. And rest, I would wish you best of luck on that. Thank you. Over to the minister.
You. Clapping. Leave this back on. Alright, now we're going to observe 1 minute of silence for judges to mark the ballot. Okay. Those we have the next. Can we have the next speaker? Those Master Rajit. Hello, Toastmaster Rajit. Please repeat after me. I am excited to be a part of the club contest of Heritage 3 Toastmasters Club.
Yes, I am excited.
Please repeat after me.
I'm excited to be part of Heritage City Toastmasters Club.
Yes, okay. So that, yes, you are audible and visible. So that is what we used to do when we used to have only online contests. So we used to ask the speaker whether he is audible or not. All right. So Toastmaster Ruchir, speaker 2. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Ruchir.
Toastmaster Ajish, first of all, a very congratulations for giving this wonderful speech. You have given such a wonderful speech. This which has inspired audience, which is going to maybe inspire people across the country. So very congratulations to for such an inspiring speech. Uh, as you said, life after your uncomfortability. So a lot of I have observed a lot of speakers, inspiring speakers and motivational speakers who have talked about inspiration, but you have not just talked about inspiration, you have also talked about how to inspire. You have also given us methods like auto suggestions and not to also look into the negative thinking patterns. And so you have given us the formulas of how to inspire. So, first of all, such a wonderful formulas that congratulations for such a well researched speech. So your speech was very well researched because we can see the formulas over there. The second thing that I want to tell Toastmaster Ajish is that your voice was extremely powerful. It was clearly assertive. It can see that you have a technical clarity in your voice as well as speech, and it can also be seen that it is coming from someone who is uh, technically very clear on what the speech is all about. The third point that I also want to put is as I have the third point I want to put is your body language. When you were giving the examples of the mosquito and also your personal examples, your use of body language has taken us to visualizing what your speech was all about. So these 3 points I want to talk to you on was a very well researched speech, a very good assertive voice quality, and lastly, the a great use of body language. If I want to give you certain recommendations which can take your speech to a completely different level, is the I would recommend you to basically use the whole stage. I have been seeing you that you were at only a particular part on the stage. If you could have been able to use the whole stage, that would have been really wonderful. The second recommendation that I want to give you is also the use of eye contact. Have you uh, look into your audience from left to right and right to left? That would have been engaging with the audience, that the audience would be able to feel you of the speech that you have given. So overall, a very well crafted, a very well researched speech, a great use of body language, and to add to certain recommendations is a good usage of stage area and a better eye contact would have been take the speech to the next level. Over to you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Bharat. Okay, now we're gonna observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you.
One minute or
Now we're going to listen to the third speaker. The third speaker is Toastmaster Yasmin. Toastmaster Yasmin, repeat after me. I'm excited to be a part of Heritage City Toastmasters Club contest.
I'm excited to be a part of HCTC Toastmasters Club contest.
Okay, fantastic. You're audible and visible. And also, can you just please move your hand a bit? Okay. So, Toastmaster Yasmin,
शनि वगैरह check करें.
there is a lag because whenever you're moving your hand, you're not able to, see it in the real time.
Yeah.
Right? So there is a bit lag. Please do it again.
There? Now?
There is a lag, Toastmaster Yasmin, in the online platform. From the next time, please be available offline so that we can hear you properly,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Yes.
Shall I start?
No, you 1 second. I will let you know when you have to start. Yeah. So speaker 3, Toastmaster Yasmin. Toastmaster Yasmin, speaker 3.
Comforting ourselves, limiting ourselves in the comfort zone. It let us all introspect in our mind and our life. Toastmaster Ajish, the speech was so intricately woven that I must tell you, from the starting till the end, we all were spellbound by how you further what is going to happen, as the starting point was an experiment, and in the middle Toastmaster Ajish said his personal stories and the reality check and about took us to the world of psychology and subconscious mind, and the conclusion was amazing. It was commendable as how the speaker took us and gave us a reality check and told us to not worry about the naysayers. Toastmaster Ajish, I loved how there was a smile on your face every time you were speaking throughout your speech. Your posture was good, your body language was fine, your pace was fine and very good, your speech was complete and well intricated and well woven, well written, and your grammar is something I am a fan of. Your grammar was so on point, and the speech was pouring, imparting us with all the knowledge and all the wisdom of the psychological world, and yet it was so touching us as you shared with us your personal and at last, when you said us, patience, by and it was an enlightening speech by to a box and you fast experiments as well as the reality. But I would like you, I is more carved out and it is speaking on its own. Firstly, I think the first suggestion is in excitement, I think your words are little fluffed and hence not properly audible to the audience and not it would be good to have you whole stage. The whole stage is a world for a speaker. And lastly, I would say there was a test. Overall, your speech was good. I would suggest you to use punctuational pauses as well. And yet, I'm here to say that it was as if not a speaker, but a speech is flowing, moving, and telling its tale. Thank you.
We cannot hear you.
I'll repeat it again for you. Now we're going to observe a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Thank you.
Put it down.
Okay. Now we're going to have the fourth and the last speaker. Please let me welcome the fourth speaker, Toastmaster Harsh. Toastmaster Harsh. Speaker number 4. Speaker number 4, Toastmaster Harsh.
Wow, you started with thoughts, actions, behavior, decisions, testing. I was feeling like I'm sitting in an international speech conference where I'm learning to change my life. The content was such amazing. In just opening, you showed that what affects our life, entire life. It's our thoughts, which leads to action, which leads to our decisions, which leads to our destiny. And it was ultimate life-changing content which you provide. You went ahead by explaining the story of mosquito, how the mosquito limits himself by the limitations of his own mind with a metaphor. That was the best ideology and the best way to get the things inside of our human beings by example. And you provided that. So we learned that what limits us is not outside limitations. The mosquito was conditioned to stay inside of his lid. In spite of the lid opening, he was not trying because of the feeling that it would hurt. And similarly, we also limit ourselves because of judgment from the outside world by fear of failures, and you explained that it was due to some past experiences, our programming. So we could literally feel that only the past is limiting us, nothing else, right? And not only that, you also provided with a solution how to break out from this comfort zone. That is by auto suggestion, and that is the tool used by very successful people. And also, you provided example of you being using that and how it could change. And the last breath, you should use that. So it was amazing, life-changing content. What are the some recommendations? Yes, the content was life-changing, but the delivery could have been more impactful by the use of voice modulation. Like example, you know what the mosquito was being held? It was not the lead, it was his program. So like that, some voice modulation could have been creating more impact. What holds you back? It's not the outside this world, it's what's inside of us like a mosquito. Like that, it could have been more impactful with voice modulation, stage movement, and body gestures. So that's what I would like to conclude. Overall, it was international speech with international content, but with international delivery, with some suggestions which I expect it could have been our international speech, and you could emerge as a winner in international speech contest with this. Over to contest.
Now we are going to observe. No cross public. Now we are going to observe 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and also to pass on their ballots to the ballot. Yes, yes, yeah, this is now. You have to write down here. Give a signature. After that, we will backup बना रहे हैं mostly mostly for इधर देखो बार बार आपको इधर भी देखना उसको इधर भी देखना please stare it and then you can give it to the ballot. Make sure that when you're typing it, it should not be seen by writing it down, it should not be seen by anyone else. वोट किया है कभी डायरेक्ट किया है दिया मैंने कभी नहीं दिया मतलब hold it properly and then you can give it to the ballot. Please. Okay. Cheers. Are you okay?
ऑनलाइन भी क्या हो रहा था कि मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था अभी भी मैं जाने जाने का सोच रहा था बट एरर सामने रहते हैं तो मुझे मिडिल में मैं गया था बैंगलोर to set up. Then again I came back in Ahmedabad, but ये routine हो गया मैं Sundays को भी hardly नहीं मतलब कि वहाँ से it's fun ऐसा हो और भी सब लोग बोले कि इतना हम getting इससे बस हमको क्या है ना है ये आने वाली चीज ये वाली चीज राइट को just बनाना है तो उसमें वैसे भी प्रॉब्लम है ये तो सही ओ ना है आज करीबा नहीं क्या बोल रहा था आज प्रैक्टिस की बस नहीं मुझे भी एक्सपेक्ट मैंने भी ऑटो सजेशन दिया था मस्त लिया वो मेरा भी बहुत सही जाता और करते ऑटो सजेशन मतलब तो भाई सुन after marriage your wife suggested you're not always suggesting my ऐसा बोलने के लिए बोल दो she asked me which model you had. So your topic was on auto suggestion. No. Speech evaluation. You close mind. Speech. So what is auto suggestion? Auto suggestion is a positive statement
made in the present tense to train our minds.
Okay.
So like I'm good, I'm the best,
Okay, okay, correct.
I'm confident,
Positive.
I am positive. But in the present tense, not in the future tense.
Yes.
That makes a lot of difference. To use future tense, no effect. इसमें थोड़ा summary जैसा है और भी आगे क्या है जैसा मेन पॉइंट्स वो बोल्ड क्या है वो ऑटो सजेशन पे एग्जाम में
Okay.
सेकंड पेज पे
Right, I'm special, I'm amazing.
Okay, so now we have had a we have had the contest. I'm going to ask each and every one of you, how did you feel while giving your evaluation? Okay, starting with the online participants. Toastmaster Ruchi, you being the second speaker, can you please give me one or two sentences? How are you feeling? Was it okay? How did your evaluation go?
Yeah, my evaluations went pretty smooth and pretty wonderful. I think I'm feeling much more satisfied because I am giving this evaluation after such a long time. After 2 or 3 years, I am taking and giving an evaluation speech, and that too I dropped directly into the contest. So for me, it's kind of an amazing experience.
Okay, I cannot hear you. What did he say? What did he say? Anyone was listening to him? Can anyone tell me what did he say?
Oh, Yasmin, he was satisfied with.
Yes, Toastmaster Yasmin, please say.
Yes, he said that his evaluation was very smooth and he was very satisfied with it. And he took the evaluation after so long time and that to a contest, and it was pretty wonderful and good.
Fantastic. So, how do you feel, Toastmaster Yasmin, after giving an evaluation after a very long time in a mock contest?
Okay, so this was the very first time I have ever given an evaluation. So it was like thinking on the feet. It was like an impromptu for me. I felt good. Though I thought I would have been better if I was more mindful. But yeah, it was pretty good and it was a great experience.
Okay,
Thank you.
fantastic. Yeah, Harsh,
Yes,
how do you feel after giving this?
all the credit to you. Because you suggested that as per me, the notes, if you keep side, it would be great. And first time today, I kept the note inside and give my evaluation, and I am really satisfied the way I do. And thanks that I was number 4, I got some time to think mentally. The pen was taken off, but the mind was not taken off. So I
So
knew
you-
what was in my
You
control.
felt that you have given a better evaluation
Because
when compared to other kind of
I was
evaluation.
just reading in evaluation, but today I really rehearsed 1 or 2 times, then give. So I also got the importance of preparation.
Okay,
If I prepare in
fantastic.
speech, I can give much better speech.
Fantastic, good. Yeah, Toastmaster, whether the first evaluator of the speaker.
Well, I was not that satisfied with my evaluation. I found few faults when I was thinking what I had wrong there. And second thing was that I was not thinking that I was in a contest. I was thinking that I'm explaining to my friend Aji. That was in my mind at that time. So I was not taking the contest as a contest. I was just explaining to my friend about what the mistakes were. So I think if I took it as a contest and if I prepared very well in that time, it would have been more better. That's what I think.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. The Toastmaster Ajit, you were giving the test, speech.
Thank you so much for all the inspiration,
Thank you for taking
motivation.
Yes,
That
please give a
makes
round of
all the
applause.
difference. We are at talking to the beginning.
Yes.
So I told them we need only motivation, inspiration from the leaders of SCDC. Sir, you are providing
You are part,
absolutely necessary.
you are one of the part of the leaders of execution and you have taken the initiative. Thank you for coming here and giving a very good speech. It is a great lesson that you have taught us. Let us also imbibe those lessons in us. And the snake that you had was really that actually steered your speech.
Come to Kerala, we have a.
Coming back to Toastmasters, coming back to this, so this is an informal kind of conversation that I'm having. A contest should not do it. While we are having the 3 minutes, and when the judges and the ballot counters goes to another room for the tally counting, we give the participants participation certificate. Okay, so that is the time that I'm utilizing now.
So I have.
That's okay, you can give it to them. Let me know how according to you would you rate the 4 evaluators and what are the things that you would like to take as a feedback for your speech?
Okay, I can't say about Yasmin because it was not audible. At the first 1 minute, it was clearly audible, but after that, we lost the connection. So the 1 minute was super, which I listened to Yasmin.
Don't give individual. Just give me a normal feedback from all the 4 that you have observed and listened.
Should I mention the name of the person?
No.
Okay. They have given accurate judgments and accurate evaluation, and it's very much reciprocal and very much helpful to me to further improve and to maintain my positives. Both are important. Maintain the positives and improve the negatives. Both are important. If once I found out something is good, I just have to maintain that. Once I found out that something is negative, I have to find out ways to improve that. So both way I am satisfied. I got my plus points, I got my negative points, and honestly, I feel best evaluation done by all 4.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, Toastmaster table. How do you think this meeting has gone so far? And this contest by all the contestants, your feedback.
Was excellent in my way. We will be having contest next meeting. So excited to see new members that are participating in the contest. So we'll be definitely learning from them as well. So in a one way, it is
excellent. Okay. Yes, Toastmaster and guest.
It was good. Since I'm new to this whole thing, it was the first time experience, and I would say that it was very fruitful. I got an opportunity to win as well, so it was pretty good.
Well, it's my first time entire life to judge someone, to evaluate someone, and I honestly feel that I'm not to evaluate these amazing speakers. It was very nice. It's such a fruitful session. I got an opportunity, a very good opportunity there. So it's a nice.
Pleasure to have you.
I would say it was a mock speech evaluation context, and as a timer, I got a chance to note down all the times with the punctuation, with the second. So I need this helped me to focus on the speech timings and all those things. So it was good for me.
Okay, fantastic. Toastmaster Vikrant, what are your feedback?
After 2.5 years, we were in new building of IIM, the Real Spire 2, and what we enjoy together, the only 3, Keval, you and me, and another lots of change, but really I feel that environment because in July 20, March 21, July 21 and March 22, we have an online. So after long, I feel vibe of contest, real contest. And next week, I hope it would go amazing beyond this today.
Fantastic. Great. Okay, my feedback to all the participants, not only to the contestants, to everyone who has participated and who are going to participate. Please make sure. Number one, if you're, see, first thing, if you're online, now we're not going to go online, we're going to be offline. So please be present at least 45 minutes before the start of the contest. How much?
45.
How much? And when are we reaching here? 5. So please make sure that we don't reach to the venue late, because when the contest starts, the things which are pre-contests, the activities that we do pre-contest are very, very important, and your presence is essential. Alright? Number one. Number two, to all the evaluators, I would suggest, if you can meet me outside personally, I would like to tell you a few feedbacks personally on how you can take your evaluation to a next level. Right? Not only talking about the person's speech, but just pointing 1 or 2 points from the speech is enough. And 1 or 2 feedbacks is enough. And summarize it. How you play and how you present those points and how you deliver it, that is being counted as in the judge's ballot. That's it. Am I getting everyone said? There are 2 to 3 points that you have to speak very good, 2 to 3 recommendations, and conclude it in such a way that you steal the show. You have 30 seconds starting and you have 30 seconds at the end. That is it for everyone to grab your attention and to make you honest. One thing I really love when Toastmaster Ruchi, don't take it in any other sense, but whenever we are on, whenever we are in the online platform, we don't usually sit and give the speech. We usually stand and we deliver the speech. Okay, so from the next time, please God, don't do this if we don't have any 4th or 5th wave coming in. If we don't jump into the online platform once again. But if we are in the online platform, it is better that we stand and then deliver. One piece of advice to Toastmaster Yasmin is, while I said that your hands were having a bit lag, your body movements were having a bit lag what you were speaking, it is better that we have a better internet connection and then we come onto the stage. Otherwise, even the best speakers, I have seen them losing because of technical glitches. Alright? So please make sure, because of the technical glitch that we had, we were not able to hear anything after 1 minute 29 seconds. Okay? She's back. So please, if you want any suggestion on how you can improve your speech, on how you can improve the delivery of your speech, and even the evaluation, you can meet me personally. Fantastic. Now, I would request the timer. You see, what you have to do is, जब 3 मिनट का हो जाए ना, आप इनके साथ और उनके साथ जाओ. चीफ जज के आपके पास आएगा, आपसे टाइमिंग मांगेगा, ठीक है ना? तो मेरे को भी बता दो, how many people have everyone qualified? Okay. So I would like to come to the main important part of this meeting, is the winners for the meeting. So before the winners, no, after.
Okay.
So now we are coming to the most interesting part, that is results. So let me tell you, there is no disqualification based on time, and there were no protests lodged by any contestant or any judge during the meeting.
Oh man.
Okay, fantastic. So now I do have the results in my hand. So I'm going to call them. So the second runner up, that means the third place goes to Toastmaster Yasmin. Congratulations. Toastmaster Yasmin, because of the technical glitch, you were at third place, but nevertheless, it was a great evaluation given by you.
Thank you.
The second place,
Not fourth, there is.
second place winner or the first runner up is any guesses? No guesses. So you don't know. Okay. So the second place or the first runner up is Toastmaster Harsh. Eventually, it's done. Keep it up and you will do great job. Please participate in the real club contest. Okay, thank you so much. Please give a round of applause to the first runner-up. And the person who's going to represent the club at the area level. This is how we say when the first place is announced. So the first place or the winner of the club contest of Heritage Street Toastmasters Club and the person who's going to represent us at the area level is
In real contest, the CC will not do like it.
no, in real contest, we cannot wait for very long. I'm waiting. But no one is answering. Okay, but mostly. So the first place and the winner of the club contest and the person who's going to represent us at the area level contest is Toastmaster Bharat.
I lost again, man.
I just want to say one thing. I think it would be helpful for all of you. But you haven't noticed, but I would like to say that the reason I was walking like this way was that because my socks were not good and I have to put it down. So I made the plan to do this.
And you are winner.
These don't get the stock. Okay, fantastic. Just want to tell you, winning or losing is just part and parcel of life. You will win one day, you might lose the other day. But if you want to become a real winner, then I would suggest and give my piece of advice to you. Please participate. Even if you're participating, it is equal to winning. Please don't think that I'm going to get the first, second, or third prize. No.
But
Even
yes,
if you're a speaker,
I will participate and I'm also going to protest.
okay, fantastic. So the thing is that you might be competing with the best speakers in your club. You might be competing with the best speakers in your area, in your division, the district. And we wish that you go to the district level as well, or even higher. But please prepare yourself and participate. Keep these two P and P's in your control, and the third P is practice. So the formula that the government is going is with PPP, that is public-private partnership. I would like to tell you participate, prepare, and practice on whatever speech that you're giving. See, in evaluation speech contest, becomes a bit more impromptu. But if you are participating in the international speech contest, practice your speech at least 50 to 60 times before coming to the platform. How much?
50 to 60 times.
50 to 60 times. Your gestures, the way your content has to be delivered. I've heard many great speakers in this club, from this club, Toastmaster Rana, Toastmaster Ramesh, DTM Kushal, DTM KP Jani. They are from this particular club as well. We have TEDx speakers, TEDx coaches. We have housewives. We have entrepreneurs. People working in a drone manufacturing industry. We have people from government services, a psychologist, a doctor. So we have varied backgrounds people coming from. Their experiences are going to be shared at one particular platform, that is the club. It is the best way to know yourself. It is the best way to know each and every one of you. It is the best way to know your club. And in the mission statement, it is written. What is it? Toastmasters International, where leaders are made. But what is the mission statement? We provide positive and supportive learning environment by which members are empowered, yes, to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal. Please stick to your basics, and I would like to see more and more participation from this club on 15th of October, that we are meeting in AMA in Ahmedabad Management Association. The timing will be for 3 hours, and we are going to discuss with that, and it will be well told to you well in advance which room we are going to meet. Okay, we might have few snacks as well. Please participate. If you really want to make a difference in life, participate. If you are having the glossophobia in mind, the stage fear, come onto the stage, face it, and be. If I have done it being a stammerer, if he's able to do it in the process of not being a stammerer, he has overcome stammering. He is now, I would like to give a suggestion, fingers ko haath mein lagaya jana while giving speech. So he is improving. Toastmaster Keshav Khan, he is our Vice President Public Relations. We have Toastmaster Bharat, a great entrepreneur. We have Toastmaster Shubham, who is Senior Research Manager. He might be doing a lot of research. And we have an IT person out here, guest teacher, to be a Toastmaster. We have a software engineer and the doctor and the psychologist and the person with a lot of gold. Then there is no Toastmaster asking an amazing personality, because she is a housewife, she is a mother of a child, and she also takes care of her speeches. She prepares in such a way, and she has a lot of burden at home, but still how she manages. Hats off to you, Toastmaster Yassin. Toastmaster Ruchir, you have a great way of presenting yourself. Keep working on it. I would love to see you at the district level very soon, in a couple of years or so. This club has given area directors to the area, district officers. This club can, most people are looking at the metro. This club has given great speakers. Why not try and participate in upcoming years? Anyone losing is a byproduct. With this and with these words, I would like to thank all of you for participating in the mock contest and for being the judges, impromptu judges and taking part. Now I would like to call the president of the club to kindly conclude and adjourn this meeting, and let's meet on October. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you very much for this such a way you conduct your experience, the knowledge that you help follow. And my dear Shubham and Diksha, you take opportunity as a judge. You know what is the criteria to being judge? You should be minimum 6 months old and at least you should have level 2 on pass. Means 6 to 7 speed if you have degree or then and then you can be. But contest is giving opportunity for learning. You know, so all we are learning. We are learning for the learning we are here. And I hope all you enjoy the more contests. And same vibe we will continue on. 15. I have certificate ready, but I think I cannot. I will share in the group today night. All the role players, all the participation, and the winner in the SCTC members group, and also I will
Circulated individually, personally, as well as the guest.
as well as the guest group also. So, but these we not have a little bit on the judges. Judges is the high level.
जजेस के लिए कभी कुछ नहीं होता
Judges are things just can get, but judges are only for the service. You know.
लेकिन जजेस जो है
Judges, but are very very crucial. Judges play very crucial.
yes
Okay. So with this, I officially
adjourn.
adjourn this because the time is also.
Thank you everyone. Bye. रुचि जी अगर यहाँ पे होते